Good morning, everyone. I'm Meeta Singh, your science teacher, welcomes you in the recorded video of your class, chapter 8 and 9, PT2 portion revision of copywork. As I discussed in the live class of today's, that was the revision of copywork portion of PT2, chapter 8 and 9. So chapter 8 and 9, chapter 8 is body movements, as we discussed about the body movements of different animals in this chapter. Okay, so as short answer questions we have, give two examples of movable joints, state their locations. If I will ask you that give two examples of movable joints, then you have to write only name of them, that is hinge joint and ball and socket joint. Okay, but if I will ask you the complete question that give two examples of movable joints and state their locations, then you have to write the complete answer. Like hinge joint, the elbow joint and knee joint are hinge joint. Then ball and socket joint, ball and socket joint found in the hips and shoulders. अगर मैं आपसे सिर्फ उनके नेम्स पूछूंगी, then you have to write only names, hinge joint and ball and socket joint. I hope you are clear with the concept that how I am going to ask the answer question in the exam. Next question is, where are immovable and slightly movable joints found in the human body? Immovable joint means that is fixed joint. Immovable, that cannot move, जो move नहीं कर सकता, it means that is fixed. वो कैसा है? Fixed है. तो immovable joints and slightly movable joints. तो first fixed joints is skull. फिक्स जॉइंट का जो एग्जाम्पल है दैट इज स्कल. बोन्स ऑफ आवर स्कल आर एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ फिक्स जॉइंट. देन स्लाइटली मूवेबल जॉइंट्स, द जॉइंट्स बिटवीन द रिब्स एंड द ब्रेस्ट बोन आर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ स्लाइटली मूवेबल जॉइंट्स. देन नेम द बोन्स दैट मेक अप द आर्म. जो हमारी आर्म को जो पूरा पोर्शन जो बनाती है वो तीन बोन्स के नेम यू हैव टू राइट, ह्यूमरस, रेडियस एंड अल्ना. ओके, एंड सेम विद द लेग ऑल्सो. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वी हैव, नेम द बोन्स दैट मेक अप द लेग, जो हमारे लेग को बनाती हैं. फीमर, टिबिया, फिबुला एंड पटेला. फीमर, टिबिया, फिबुला एंड पटेला. एक्सप्लेन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन प्रेजेंट इन अ multicellular organism. Explain the organization present in a multicellular organism. Multicellular organism, yesterday in the live class also and in the recorded video also I have explained you that cells make tissues, then tissues make organs, then organs make organ system, and organ system make multicellular organism. As you all know the meaning of multicellular organism. Multicellular organism means जिसमें cells बहुत सारी होती हैं, because there are some living organisms they have only unicellular organism. They are unicellular organism. Okay, so here our question is about the multicellular organism: cells, tissues, organs, organ system and multicellular organism. After that we have long answer questions. How do snails move? Snails have two pairs of tentacles. The large pairs of tentacles bear eye spot at their tips. Snails move slowly with the help of a muscular foot present under their belly. In the long answer question, you have to learn complete answer and you have to write complete answers. Then explain the structure of the rib cage. Rib cage is a box-like structure consisting of 12 pairs of bones. They join the vertebral column at the back and the sternum in the front. The last two pairs of ribs are free and are known as floating ribs. The last two pairs of bones are free and known as the floating ribs. Rib cage protects some important internal organs like hearts and lungs. Then last question is, how do fish move? A fish has a streamlined body. It possesses fins and tail. The dorsal, pelvic and fins balance the body of a fish. The pectoral fins help a fast-moving fish to suddenly stop. The tail of a fish with its fin is like a rudder to a boat. Rudder means होता है कि जो बोट को रोकने के लिए जो काम आता है, that is rudder to a boat. तो वो फिश की बॉडी में वो कौन काम करता है? The tail of a fish with its fins works like a rudder to a boat. Then after chapter 8, we have chapter 9, living organisms and their surroundings. Define habitat. As we studied yesterday also about the habitat, the natural home or environment for a living organism is called its habitat. Why are conifers cone shaped? Conifers जो होते हैं वो hilly areas में पाए जाने वाले trees होते हैं, तो why they are cone shaped? Cone shaped help them to shed rain water and snow easily, ताकि उन पर वो अगर स्नो ज्यादा देर तक रहेगी तो वो उनको हार्म करेगी और वो प्लांट्स, वो ट्रीज खराब हो जाएंगे, सरवाइव नहीं कर पाएंगे, इसलिए वो उनको शेड करने के लिए हेल्पफुल होती है उनकी कोन शेप. डिफाइन एक्सक्रेशन. एक्सक्रेशन इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिमूविंग वेस्ट फ्रॉम द बॉडी. ओके. देन व्हाट आर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन. फाइटोप्लैंक्टन आर माइक्रोस्कोपिक प्लांट्स. माइक्रोस्कोपिक प्लांट्स मतलब जिन्हें हम इजीली देख भी नहीं सकते अपनी आंखों से, that drift on the surface of the oceans which are brightly lit by the sun. Explain the meaning of living components of a habitat giving examples. Things आपको वैसे भी पता है कि living things जो होती हैं, living beings जो होते हैं, उनकी क्या characteristics होती हैं. Living things can grow, they breathe, they need food and water, they reproduce. These all characteristics are of living things. All plants and animals are living things. Then long answer question. Define adaptation. Describe 3 ways in which the camel has adapted to the desert habitat. Features and habitat of a living things that help it to live in its habitat are called adaptations. वो special features जिनकी वजह से वो अपने habitat में survive कर पाता है, they are called adaptations. Now we are in this question, the question is about the camel's adaptation. The large flat seat with paddling enable the camel to walk easily. It can maintain a body temperature or up to 42 degrees Celsius. 42 degree तक में वो survive कर सकता है. Thus, loss of water through perspiration is avoided. Then the hump on its back stores fat, and the camel use it as nourishment when the food is scarce. जब food की कमी हो जाती है तब वो store food को use कर सकता है. Next question is, what kind of adaptation do you find in grazing animals? Mostly herbivores, grass eater animals are called grazing animals. तो उनके क्या adaptations होते हैं जिससे वो अपने grass वाले areas में survive कर पाते हैं. Grazing animals such as deer, giraffe, bison and zebra have well developed digestive systems. उनके जो digestive system होते हैं वो well developed होते हैं. To survive on grass, they have strong grinding teeth to chew tough grasses. The deer has a strong long leg that help them to run away swiftly to escape from the predator. जब उनका शिकार होने वाला होता है तो वो उनको रन करने के लिए, दौड़ के अपने आप को सेव करने के लिए उनको हेल्प करते हैं. Long ear enable it to hear the slightest movement it in the grass. ताकि वो जैसे उनको थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट सुनाई देता है कि ये प्रेडेटर का हो सकता है तो वो वहां से रन कर जाते हैं. Next question is, describe 3 different ways in which living organisms breathe. We are writing here only 3. Earthworms and frogs breathe through their skin. Fish and other marine animals breathe through their gills, and dolphins and whales breathe through their blowholes. Okay, and the last question of chapter 9 is, how have frog adaptation to life on land and in water? We know that frog can survive on land also and in water also. So which adaptation they have? Frogs are especially adapted to live on land as well as in water. While on land they breathe in oxygen. जब वो लैंड पर होते हैं तो ऑक्सीजन को ब्रीथ करते हैं through their lungs. किससे? lungs से. It means they have lungs because they breathe in oxygen on land through lungs. And when they live in water, they obtain the oxygen through their skin. वो अपनी skin से breathe करते हैं water के अंदर ऑक्सीजन को obtain करने में. So these are some special adaptations frogs have to live on land as well as in water. With these questions, we have completed the revision of PT2 portion, chapter 8 and 9 copybook, and I hope you are clear. I am sending you PDF also of chapter 8 and 9, so you will be able to match your work also. So prepare your exam accordingly. Thank you.